told Manjay I didn't know if we were live because you usually say you're live, and I didn't hear it. So I thought, oh no, we're not live. Something's going crazy here. Anyway, thank you, and thanks for joining us here on Simply Don, the whatever Twitch channel. Hi, I'm Don Barris. This is a show. Every week we have a show. This is the newest show we have on the air, and it's with Janet Roth, formerly known as Judith. This is a show about I really don't know, but I will say this. I really think that these are the two people who've been on here, always pretty girls, and I'm sure that there's going to be some pretty girls that come on today. Now, Janet, who I think is really underappreciated for her beauty. First of all, she has wonderful breasts, a pretty face, a nice bod, and so here she is for the star of the Janet Roth show. It's
Janet.
I
thought you were introducing the guests because that's exactly what they have.
Okay, can I say something, Janet, or is it Judith? I got to
which one comes first?
Judith. Okay.
It's Janet. It's Janet.
Whichever comes first.
Like in alphabetical order?
I'll just take off my top if this is how it's going to be.
Yeah, look at that.
Okay. I don't understand why that's funny. You tease people. Is that what this show is about? I hope not, because that's not.
Janet didn't tell me to do that.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, a little more alien clothing. We'll talk about it later.
This is the Janet Roth show, and here is your host, Janet Roth.
Wow. Don said my name 3 times correctly, so this is already a cool mark. This is a good sign that today's show is
I wrote it down. I wrote it down. So when I said it, I would have it.
Love it. Thank you, Don.
So back to you, Judith.
As usual, we have, there's nothing usual about Mary Jane coming here. She's been very nice. She graced us with her presence.
Can I throw a compliment to Mary Jane? Mary Jane.
Thank you. Yes.
You sure look pretty today.
Oh, thank you. You look very pretty as well. That's a very pretty mustache. Some have said the prettiest mustache in the whole wide world.
You. Back to you, Janet.
Hello, everyone.
Getting wider and wider. Wow.
It's blonde, Janet.
It's blonde. Okay.
Oh, I thought you were saying wider.
White and white.
Yeah. I don't even know who you are, but yeah. Judith was trying to insult me. Go back to you. Back to you, Judith.
It would work better if Judith spoke American, but got your back, Don.
Oh, it's impossible to understand. Blah 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 blah. I'm from the Ukraine. Blah 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 blah.
Thank you, Don, for doing my bit for me.
Back to you, Judith.
This is Ruby Nicholas, who is well-known comedian in America, in different states.
Are you a well-known comedian? Congratulations.
Thank you. I've been on Good Morning America and the New York Times, and I won Nick at Night's Funniest Mom in America in season 2. So yeah, low key.
I do stand-up, but I'm not as popular as you.
That's okay. Popularity has its punishments too.
And I've been on Good Night Armenia. Okay.
Don, you met Ruby before at the Ding Dong show.
Was I nice to you?
Yeah, I did a Kamala Harris impersonation.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that. Was I there?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Don. This was one of the best Kamala Harris impersonations ever.
Judith, I'm sorry. Okay?
It's Janet, Don. It's Janet.
All right, Janet, if that's what you want. I don't know how you can do that to your parents who took the time and thought, why, if this isn't our baby Judith, I don't know what is. But go ahead. Okay, let's start the show.
Oh,
we didn't start yet.
Really?
No, it is started.
And here's your host, Janet Roth.
Yay!
I don't even know what we're doing at this point. Do I reintroduce my friends? Because I feel very obligated.
Well, you told me that we hadn't started.
Dawn introduced Ruby, myself, Janet.
So we're live.
We have been live said go live.
So we have
Or
started.
live.
Oh, wow. How did that happen?
How did
Don
it
made
happen?
himself disappear.
Don made a trip in the space-time continuum
No.
and is now in the wormhole.
You don't know
across
what that.
the Aurora
You don't know what
Borealis.
that is behind me.
Aurora Borealis.
You really don't know what that is?
It's a wormhole.
The Northern Lights.
Northern
And
Lights.
This is right outside my window.
Wow. That looks like old mucus
Old mucus.
on the X-ray.
You know what? That's probably reminding you of Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Alien Chernobyl collection.
Speaking of
A
Chernobyl,
fashion.
yes, this is
Chernobyl fashion.
definitely
I'll go look at
one of those
photos,
little
too.
moments where Mary Jane makes everything looks beautiful. This is an experimental piece that we've been
Can I
working
touch
on.
these?
Is Chernobyl what
Bulletproof.
happened to your boobs?
It's what happened to my brain. But you know, sometimes your brain is
Can I
acid.
ask Old Man
So
G to
no
help
one
me?
noticed.
Excuse me. Can I please ask Old Man G a question? Old Man
Sure.
G, are you there?
Yes.
There's a person that keeps leaving messages. Is it a password Twitch?
Yes.
A password Twitch? It said a bunch of things. How are you, Mary Jane? They said. They said something about Judith. Yes. Nice. Fuck ya. And then It Ain't Quitting came in. Yes. Araya.
Aurora Borealis.
Who's that?
Something.
Oh, it's
The Northern
Abraham
Lights.
Dunn.
Hi, Ruby. It's Monica and PJ. Hi, Monica and PJ. I haven't seen you guys in a while.
Oh, okay.
That's super cute. Okay, so John,
Ooh.
Why are you making them too small? Oops.
Because you got Chernobyl boobs.
Yeah, those are
They might
those
fit.
smaller ones. But if you wanted one,
See, these are the new fashions. It's got string
String.
corset, but it's a like piece of armor.
yeah, it's bulletproof.
Now, they're bulletproof? You're sure? Did you test them?
Rubber bulletproof,
Rubber bulletproof.
dick proof. Okay, guys.
Okay.
Hey, that's kind of cool. You know what? I already have my Halloween costume excited to say in my head. So I have to build it. So I need your help.
Is it Kamala?
No. Oh, you know what? That
Camo?
would have been good, but no. I'm
Is
gonna
it
be
Kamala?
Tinkerbell. Like Tinkerbell, but made out of a weed costume with like a big blunt wand.
Wow.
Yeah, Michaels hasn't seen this coming. I'm excited.
How do you feel about the costume, Don? Would you like one yourself?
I already have my Halloween costume. I will be playing Uncle Moneybags, the millionaire from the Monopoly game.
You look like that guy. And also, is his name Uncle Moneybags?
Yeah.
Uncle Pennybags.
Oh, wow.
No.
That's kind of, this looks really cool. It looks like I'm being cultural.
Very native.
I'm a pull start, not a push start.
Whole stuff.
The toilet bowl of comedy said,
Uh,
hello.
no,
everybody
racist
down
taught
the
me that.
Twitch. Hello,
in
pretty girl
Appalachia.
Don. G
What
Smoking
kind
Yeah,
of
Ray,
mean
Janet,
anything? I'm a pull
Old
start,
Man
not a
G.
push start.
Hello,
That's
everyone.
what they call me. Because the pull start is their start.
How do
Okay,
you like?
so I just won't talk then.
That's what the racists. So,
Uh-oh, Janet, where'd we go?
what happened to us?
We're here,
We're there.
right?
We made it.
So, Don, what do you have going on today?
Well, right now I'm waiting for the big Pittsburgh Steeler game.
Like the girls.
And okay, well, I just won't say anything. I'll wait for you to let me talk. I was at
Pittsburgh Steeler game. Boo. The Eagles had a bye week, so I'm just hanging out. I love the Eagles.
But not the beer.
Go Birds.
Don, do you have any sports updates we can start the show with?
I'm a little hesitant to talk because every time I start talking, everybody talks and talks over me. So it's
Oh,
not my
Don, this
show.
is not the Pretty Girls show, so don't be catty.
I'm not being catty at all. I'm just saying I won't talk anymore because I keep getting in your guys' way. So go ahead, take it away there. This once
I
again,
think we
it's
need
Janet
sports
Roth.
updates. No, we need sports updates.
All right, I tried, but everybody keeps talking over me. So
Okay,
I
go
won't
now.
say anything.
No, please now.
I was trying to say that right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers. You asked me, what am I doing? So I was watching the football game, the Sunday night football game. But right now, there's an electrical storm in Pittsburgh, so they can't start the game because of all the lightning.
Was that Pittsburgh Cowboys?
I mean, are they playing water polo?
Okay, back to you, Janet.
You seem to be very excited, Don.
Well, on Friday, the Pretty Girls Show, Mary Jane does her picks. And yesterday we heard the results of the college games. And today the 3 pro games. We have one of our fans is a degenerate gambler that asked me to help them pick.
What did you pick for today? Did you pick the Pittsburgh Steelers?
No, I picked the Cowboys.
Okay.
And then who else did I pick for today's games, Don?
You're 1-1 today, making your overall weekend record 1-4.
Oh, that's bad.
And you have the
But I won today twice?
once. You're 1-4.
Oh, I did bad. Last week I did better.
That's a guessing.
High five, protege. Hey to you.
It's not
Well,
my
still
fault.
better than a casino in Vegas.
Well, my official statement for yesterday's performance was whoopsie.
It's okay. It happens. It happens to pretty people too, right? Ruby?
Yeah, we'll just wait for Terry Green Beans to fire me.
Oh my God.
Is he related to Mr. Green Jeans?
I don't know.
Terry Green Beans.
Wow.
Mr. Green Jeans.
Terry Green Beans needs another upgraded brand new green item.
Oh, could you make him a glow-in-the-dark green bean costume?
I don't know about a costume, but a little green bean for sure.
Okay.
A green bean. I can make him a little green bean.
You can like cook him a green bean, like one green bean.
No, one out of the
Make like edamame. Make
Oh,
yeah, something he could put on a pin and then pin it to his
lapel.
yes.
How did you
Labia.
get genitalia confused with lapel?
I don't know, labia?
No,
labia
boys,
and
boys don't have a
lapel, they sound the
labia.
same.
Boys don't have a labia.
Lapel.
Yes.
Okay, find
Yeah,
your
boys have a lapel, girls have a labia.
Okay, go ahead,
That's how
find
you
your
know.
lapel. Where is that lapel located?
Oh man, G, can you fact check this conversation, please?
Yeah, please. This is more important than the fucking debate.
What did
Speaking
you
of
need?
the debate,
Which part did you need fact check?
Where a boy's labia, lapel is.
The lapel, it's the shoulder, like collarbone thing.
No, right here.
oh, so it's
Yeah,
non-sexual.
Oh.
shoulder
Lapel.
collarbone.
The
Non-sexual.
lapel
Okay.
comes like this.
Oh, look, Don's pointing.
Wow, how
Thank
sexy.
you, oh man, G.
Very sexy, Dawn. Thank you for pointing that out. So, talking about the debate, we've already seen the vice presidential debate, but I don't think we've seen the female debate.
What's the female debate?
It's a female against a female.
What kind of crazy third world stuff is that? We haven't seen the votes decision. We don't know what to do.
But I think it would be way more interesting. It would draw a way more bigger audience if Kamala debated Melania.
It
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
unorthodox, but it makes perfect sense.
What would that debate sound like?
What's the difference between the vice president and first lady?
Exactly, guys. You know
Shouldn't
the
be much.
answer.
Not
Would you like the
much.
answer? Would you like the answer, or do you?
Oh, yes, please, Don, we'd like your answer.
All right. The difference between the vice president and the first lady. The first lady would be the wife of the president, and the vice president is the vice president, the person that the president chose to be his running mate when they ran for president.
And wouldn't the wife be the same thing as the one the president chose to be their mate?
Personally, I think the wife, the first lady, in any traditional male-female relationship, if the man is half a man, would understand that the woman is in charge and more powerful than even the president. So I think that the most powerful person in the world would be the wife of the president.
Oh, well, how does that change if in fact Kamala gets elected and the husband is the first lady?
Well, he wouldn't be the first lady. He would be the first gentleman.
Okay, and does that make his role more important, or should he just take care of sweeping up the dog poop and putting the trash out?
I think that every previous first lady would be more powerful than this first gentleman. Because, as I said, in any male-female relationship, the woman is the one that is in charge. Back to
Are you forced to say that, Don, or is this just survival mechanisms kicking in?
I've always known that.
Bravo, bravo, big round of applause.
I don't think it's fair. I just think it's reality.
Well, Don, you look very pretty today.
You know, it's funny that you say that because I almost forgot that I was pretty because nobody else told me that I was pretty on this show.
Well, Don, I think Janet was proposing like open-ended questions as an introduction to a bit.
We're 16 minutes in the show, and this is the first I've heard from any of you that I'm pretty.
I thought we were given a direction to shut the fuck up.
Okay, if that's what you want, I will.
No, that didn't air, Janet.
That
part didn't air. So that didn't exist.
Okay. So when can we get to the part where we have political things finally happening on this arena
It's your
of
show.
alien flu?
You can talk about anything you want. It's your show.
Take it away, Janet.
Wow. Okay. Well, you know, it took me a lot of effort to put this political piece together about
About what?
Actually, I'll stop right here. I'm about to enter some unknown territories to a foreigner.
You know why it's good that it's unknown? Because everything you say is impossible to understand. So
Well, wait, I don't think that this chapter is unknown to you.
Well,
how far were you born from the other one?
I was talking about the political future of this country.
Okay.
Being unknown.
But how far were you born from the other one?
We're talking about Chernobyl?
No.
The other country.
Melania.
Oh God,
Oh.
neighbors. We're neighbors.
Where is she from?
I think she's from Slovenia. I think they got more radiation than I did living in Ukraine. But that's unknown. Again, too many unknowns, you know. Anyway, I think
Oh wow, we're getting a mustache wax and brushing treatment.
I swear to God, I thought he was doing that on the bottom of a dog bowl. I'm like, what is he holding?
That's a
Just because
mirror.
I have dogs, you know, I was like, wait a minute, what's he?
It's a mirror. It's a mirror.
Now I can see it.
wow, is the mustache getting darker?
Yes, he's doing the mustache wax.
If you make it darker, you'll look like the Pringles guy instead of the Monopoly guy.
No. It matches his eyebrows perfectly.
Oh, that's a color that matches it?
Yeah, it matches. I
And
made
you
sure
just
it
brush
matched
it on?
his eyebrows. I would have.
He's just brushing it on.
Yeah. Well, they have there's a comb, and then there's like, have you seen the bamboo toothbrushes?
Yeah.
It's just like a bamboo toothbrush, but on the other end of it,
Yeah.
it has a comb, bamboo comb. And then this is
Look
his
at
little
that.
comb. This is his little plastic comb.
Oh, it looks totally different. Good job, Don.
He's combing it right now into
I feel
his
like I'm watching a hair
Farrah
club.
Fawcett.
Hair
This
club.
is the Farrah Fawcett mustache style.
Yeah, feathered.
Yeah, because he's not long enough yet to do the full curl on the side.
Yeah.
So I noticed that now he's in his Farrah Fawcett stage.
Wow. Interesting.
If you see it closer, it's got the perfect Farrah
Oh,
Fawcett.
that's so good.
She definitely was this bushy at some point of her life.
No, it's the poster, the famous
Yeah,
poster.
The hair on her head.
Very pretty.
The hair on her head.
Very
It was before the Playboy spread.
yeah. Nicole
Remember Farrah
Chan
Fawcett's
showed it to me.
nipples?
What happened?
I'll never forget Farrah
I don't think
Fawcett's
so.
nipples.
Did she have the braids for that?
No, that's for Derek.
Okay.
Yeah.
Farrah Fawcett's nipples.
I'll never forget Farrah Fawcett's nipples in the Playboy spread.
I mainly know her from Shawshank Redemption. Who? Farrah Fawcett.
Oh, really?
She
Wow.
her poster. It's the most famous poster in the history of the planet. Oh, yes, Don has his hand up. Yes, Don?
Oh, okay. I always like to share this story when somebody talks about Farrah Fawcett. Would you mind if I told this story, Judith?
Oh, no, not at all.
Okay.
Oh, this is a good one, Janet.
In fact,
I
yeah.
was working as the audience warm-up for Jimmy Kimmel Live the first year that it was on. And at the time, Farrah Fawcett, before she passed away, was on the show. And one of the things that, towards the end of her life, I don't know if you remember, she took a lot of pills. And it seemed like she was fucked up an awful lot. Well, at the end of the night, people usually hung out for a while. Then at the end of the night, people would go home and the building was kind of clear. But as I was leaving, I saw Farrah Fawcett. And I said, would it be all right if I took a picture with you?
Wow.
And it was during the days that you had to do these little things and then wind it.
A camera.
So I took a picture. And as I was taking the picture, she started licking my face.
Oh, two pretty girls having fun with selfie time.
So I have a picture of Farrah Fawcett licking my face.
So cool.
And another 70s sex symbol, Suzanne Summers.
What?
Should I tell the story about Suzanne Summers?
What did she lick?
Sure.
Whoa, somebody, maybe it's their comedy background, but they're playing it a little dirty. She didn't lick anything. But what she did, she had a talk show at one point. I would say it was terrible. But when the show started, they always do a couple practice shows to get things going, so she can do practice shows and she can do it and they shoot it and it costs the company money. Well, her husband, who was a big producer, was the producer of this. Anyway, so she came out there and they hired me. And by the way, it says Farrah Fawcett appeared on Jimmy Kimmel Live on April 26, 2005.
That's my birthday. That's Melania's birthday.
That's so cool. This is blowing
Alongside
my fucking mind. Every time I see you now, I'm going to think about Farrah Fawcett licking my face. Anyway, so
Don, to continue real quick, it says this is Hi-Fi Protege fact-checking us. She appeared by Frank Candelino, and Melania Trump was born in Mesto, Slovenia on April 26, 1970. Slovenia was part of the Yugoslavia Act. Get back to Don with the story.
Dun, 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 dun.
So anyway, so they didn't have the best people in the world on the show.
You were warm-up though, right?
No. I was a guest on the Suzanne Summers show.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, the person that booked it, I think, wanted to. And so she was being really nice to me, and she hired me to be on this show as a guest. Well, and I don't think they knew how I can fucking take over things. And so what I did is I took over the show, and then they asked me to be in more bits. They asked me to be in this cooking segment they had. At the end of the show, this is where it all comes to. At the end of the show, Suzanne Summers, who was very fucking nervous, came up to me and said, I love you. Thank you for what you did. You made my life so much easier. And grabbed me by the face and gave me a huge kiss on the lips. That's
Wow.
two 70s sex symbols, both doing shit to me.
Did you tell that to Tennessee, the story?
What's
Wow.
that?
Does Tennessee know what happened to you?
No.
He would be very jealous if
By
he
the
found
way,
out.
can I tell you this? On Monday, we're celebrating Tennessee Ernie Tuxedo's birthday on the Ding Dong Show. Not that.
Right.
Oh, Don, I've done this before for birthday celebrations. I maybe can still find the cake I built for Blue Iris to jump out of for your birthday. Can Janet use the cake to jump out of for Tennessee's birthday?
I think we should just let Tennessee and Janet go to a room by themselves so they can talk.
Tennessee can jump out by himself wherever the hell he wants to from. That's a joke. Papa.
Tennessee could jump out of your cake. That would be funny.
My cake. What about the cherry on top of? I know, right?
No. I just would trying to gather how you learned to speak English. Because-
You
So I
think she
thought
speaks English?
maybe put a cherry on top.
Listen to her.
Don't forget the
Kamala.
cement mixer in the boots.
And the boobs. Yes,
The
we
boots.
make boobs from
Boots.
cement.
Boots. I don't need
It's-
to go to like ooh la
Cement
la.
boots. You want to put cement boots on me?
He
Dawn?
was giving you a line from a movie.
Got
No, I
you.
wasn't. No, I wasn't.
No? What are you talking about cement boots for?
Because I was making as much sense as she did. I was
Oh.
trying to say something, but people were talking over it, so they.
But
didn't hear.
Don, she would be KGB. Those cement boots are Italian, New York.
All right, I'll say it again
Copy.
to show you how much sense. So to put the cherry on top, where people were having babies wearing boots. None of it made sense. Words that don't even belong in the sentence were being said.
Don, in all fairness, we were discussing cake. And yes, her translation was wrong because cherries go on ice cream more than cake. But ice cream does go near cake.
But I
and
will say
cake-
this.
There is a connection.
You know what I've learned from the Janet Roth show that really is, and do you mind if I say it? It's a compliment towards you, Janet.
Okay.
To sit here, my God, you are really a beautiful woman. You have a fucking perfect face. Your bod's out of this fucking world. Congratulations. I just wanted to say how good you look. I think
Wow,
everybody,
thank you. You too, Dawn.
everybody
You too.
looks good. But usually when Janet's on the Ding Dong show, she does something that pisses me off, like showing up 20 minutes after I've asked her to be there.
She's been very good being on time, Don.
No, she hasn't. Got to
Yes,
be
she
there
was.
9:45. She always comes after 10.
Yeah, that's my time as a Cinderella. But you know, the one thing I wanted to address, the
Sure.
accent and where I learned it, I'm just in character. You know, as a first lady, I don't have to learn accents or all this bullshit. Don't have to learn accents. But speak of which, I bring important guests today. Don't worry.
Who's your important guest?
My important guest is wearing orange, but there's nothing more true about her than black is the new orange. Orange is the new black.
Thank you so much, Melania.
Okay, yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome.
I want to take this moment to say everything you've done, I've appreciated. I've channeled your bright spirit and your energy, and it's been helping my election. My race has been going so well with your advice. Thank you. America has not seen the last of us.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to a brand new debate format. This is sponsored by Vanity Fair, Chanel, and NBC, CBS, ABC affiliate. And I now present to you me as the moderator for the first female presidential electoral and female first lady debate. You will each get 1 minute. Your microphones, we're not going to bother with because ladies are much better than gentlemen as far as interrupting and, catfighting. So the first question is.
Hey, before you get into this.
We have a commercial interruption. Yes, we now tune into the commercial. Go ahead.
I wasn't a commercial. I was just letting you know I'm going to get up and leave right now because I believe I left my phone in the car and I have the football picks on it. So if you want me to get to that, I've got to have that. So I'm going to leave right now.
Thank you. And back to our regularly scheduled program, the debate. The first question is, what is the most important piece of fashion to handle a world crisis? Kamala.
First of all, I am the only candidate in this election that has had experience prosecuting in immigrant control on the border. I do not like how those ladies wrap a baby around their body, and it is not fashion. It is not fashion. It's not American. America, we need to turn the page. We need to start a new fashion. We need to catch those baby wrapping immigrants at the border. Keep them out of our schools and control guns.
Thank you, bravo, Kamala. Bravo, and now, same question, Melania.
The piece of fashion and prosecution, very familiar to me. Prosecution.
I said prosecute, not prostitute, and I would never prostitute myself for the American people. You know, America needs me.
We have very deep-rooted home values. Prosecution is very popular in Mar-a-Lago, and Mar-a-Lago is one of the safest places for a prosecution in the world.
Bravo. That was the first question of the debate, and I did not understand an answer, so I will rephrase the same question. What is the most important piece of fashion to have in a world crisis? Oh, tie. We'll go Melania.
The most important piece of fashion in the time of Christ, like Halloween, is something orange. And I've always been fashionable, and fashion all at once because I wear something orange on me every day. I'm rarely on top.
And
Once again, the borders might help keep folks who cannot speak the language of America out of America, okay? If we're trying to talk about the things that are going to make us special, it is not bringing people across that border that cannot talk American. I'm not wrong. I'm so sorry. I didn't understand a word you said, Melania.
Miss First Lady, do you have a retort?
Yes, I have respond. I retort unrhetorically that cryptocurrency is the most important thing we have to work on because it's very important that the ratio of cryptocurrency stays stable in the United States. Thank you. Next, Kamala.
Madam Presidential Electoral, whatever it's called, you have 1 minute to respond.
Well, I like to break down that word cryptocurrency. I have prosecuted illegal immigrants in a border state, and I have seen the crypts, okay? There are crypts where they keep the children secretly hidden and cages of children on the border. That can't happen anymore. We can't do this anymore. We don't have time. We need to start executing our ability to change this border, you know, and to change the crisis and bring America back where it belongs with the people of America. Because Americans need more right now, okay?
Thank you very much. Madam former First Lady, do you have a response to that? You have 1 minute.
Oh, yes. So one of my biggest pet peeves is to eat pets. And this would happen in the border when too many people come in and they start eating our pets. So I support Kamala in supporting the pets from being eaten. Thank you.
We have a fact check interruption. It is not necessarily a fact that immigrants are eating pets, because the definition of a pet and or the definition of wildlife, things, animals that were put on this planet to eat, the definition is skewed. And so Bill Gates has paid us to only have Impossible Burgers. So that is your fact check. Question number 3. As a very powerful, very visible woman in today's age, what is the most important snack you keep in your purse? Yes, come on.
Fruit snacks. Fruit snacks. As a stepmother, I can tell you, Mr. Emhoff, children, when we first met, were not fans. I am Black, I am Indian, they are Jewish. They didn't know what to make of step monster moms, you know? But when I reached into my bag and I pulled out fruit snacks, okay? Fruit snacks for everyone. Thank you. I have nothing more to add. Thank you.
And
Joe Biden loved fruit snacks. Did you know that? He was a big, without his teeth, he could just gum right. He was great. He could gum right. Fruit snacks. Okay, I have nothing more to add. Thank you.
thank you very much. And now you have 2
Donald
minutes.
Trump, I know, loves fruit snacks. Fruit snacks. Thank you. Do you have some fruit snacks? Thank you.
And now you have 2 minutes to retort, Miss Melania.
What's the question? I forget.
Do you have snacks in your purse?
Oh, snacks. Yes, snack or snake, they all the same. Anyway, the biggest favorable snack is anything that will get the taste of conspiracy out of my mouth.
What? What did you just say?
Thank you. Now we have a commercial break. Let's go to the commercial. Go ahead, Don. Now you talking.
Oh,
Oh, bless
sorry.
you.
I'm sorry.
Oh, this must be cold medicine commercial.
No, it's not. What it is this. I was wondering what the fuck Judith said there a minute ago.
It's just us girls talking. Pretty girls, you invite.
It's Janet, Don. It's Janet. Is this commercial over?
Well, I just want to know what's going on here. I'm back.
We're in the middle of a debate.
And I'm back. Okay, back to you.
Okay,
Before you
thank
go
you.
back, Mary Jane,
Uh-huh.
we
Yes,
got a tip from.
OMG. This is commercial number 2, best moderator in the business. Take it away.
I was just going to say we got a tip from Natteridge 1973, and they also subscribed earlier again. So thank you very much for that. We appreciate it.
So Janet, how much money did she get out of it?
420.
It's for
420
families.
minus,
Mama's asking.
minus the 15% that goes to old man G, and you're sitting almost $4 right there. Congratulations.
It go to Kamala. She needed more than I do. She has less shoes. She need for campaign.
Oh, you're that Mrs. Trump. Hello, Mrs. Trump.
Oh, hello, Mr. Pretty Mustache. Look like very expensive.
I'm a pretty girl.
Well, girl or not, we have to compete. Have you ever compete with another girl?
Is this what girls talk about? This is fun.
And back to the debate. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you question number, I forgot. To whoever rings the buzzer first. As a woman in these modern times, how important is fashion
Ding,
and ethic
ding, ding,
and poise to the
ding,
fact of if you were born a woman or not?
ding, 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 ding. First,
Oh,
I was
hold
first.
for commercial. Yes, commercial time.
This isn't a commercial. You said which of the pretty
That's your
girls
role.
will.
That's your role.
Okay.
Are you running for president or are you married to a former president?
I'm neither one, but I didn't get that before. You didn't say that. You said
You're a commercial.
I'm not a
Go ahead,
commercial.
Rock.
I don't want to. If I'm not part of the debate, I'm not giving my answer then.
Oh, okay. Who are you in the debate? Can you please give us your credentials?
I'm just a pretty girl.
Okay, what's your answer then? This is very this is a big surprise.
As people know, when you talk about fashion, what I've decided to do, and I'm at 2,243 today of different shirts I've worn on consecutive days. 2,243. I'm trying to set the world record, so I think fashion-wise, I've done something that no one else has. I do admit that with the lighting that you guys have, the neon colors are fantastic. And I remember last week, somebody was going through and making me a T-shirt. I still haven't seen that fucking T-shirt. So was that a bullshit thing on your show?
Well, the T-shirt is supposed to arrive in less than 25 or 26 hours.
To me,
Oh, do you mean that you're bringing it to him on the Ding Dong Show tomorrow night? Oh, the Ding Dong Show, ladies and gentlemen, please come in person at 10 p.m. to the world famous comedy show. Reserve tickets online at
Judith gets there whenever she feels like it.
And if you can't come in person, please tune in to twitch.tv/Simply Dawn the Twitch or YouTube SDTPN. Thank you. SCD, Simply Dawn, SD, Simply Dawn, the podcast network.
Okay.
Yeah, abbreviation. Is that the end of your response to the question?
Yes.
Okay. Ladies.
Yes.
Please answer.
What was the question again? Because I have gotten so confused, and this man who is on the show.
How about this pretty girl that's on the show?
This pretty girl who's on the show with a mustache that we have to honor as a woman. Obviously, Melania comes from a country where many of the women wear a mustache, and we don't judge. We don't judge these things. However, in America, we accept women of all faiths and types and mustaches. And you're beautiful, my dear.
Thank you.
Or is it they? I'm not sure.
Kamala, push your prison sex change bill.
I believe that if you want to be a woman, and I've prosecuted women and non-women and also mustached women of
pretty girls
origin,
pretty girls
that were, assigned female at birth and adopted mustache in adulthood, and those trans specific women. As a prosecutor, I have seen in America many different embracements of this type of trans nationality. And as a progressive, it's important to welcome all of the mustaches. In the prisons, they also, thank you for reminding me, the prisons, not unlike the Shawshank Farrah Fawcett poster, there's very much, if a woman wants to wax her mustache in prison, that is what the bill will support. So thank you. Okay, I have nothing further. Thank you.
Thank you, Kamala. And now Melania, same question.
Oh, I have a very long imagination and very short memory for question. So what's the question?
I have no idea.
Oh, so if the question has no shape, such will be the answer. So as a little girl, I was impressed different values on me, that you have to work hard for what you want in life. And your word has to be your bond. Or wait, this is the wrong monologue. Yes, okay, so this is what I want to say. if you suspect that you might have a gift of a gold digger, you should not shame yourself, but you should appreciate yourself and accept it and take it a little further from the people. They don't need to know. Is that good answer?
Beautiful, beautiful. Do you have a retort or would you like the next question?
Please move on to the next question. I'm still not sure I understood this answer, and it is plaguing me, to be honest. It's a plague in my mentation, and it corrodes the brain, is what I'm saying. This accent, when I listen, close America, please don't allow this woman back in the White House. Thank you.
Thank you. And now we have the next question. Thanks to Vanity Fair and Harper's Bazaar magazine and CBS NBC
Thank you.
affiliates sponsoring this debate. The next question is, as a powerful person, if put in that powerful position, which you are both up for the election, what kind of fashion should be used to sway or promote violence in time of war?
Ding,
Yes.
ding, 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 ding,
I'm
ding,
sorry,
ding,
I'm sorry,
ding,
Mr.
ding,
Mr.
ding, ding,
I'm
ding,
sorry,
ding, ding.
pretty girl mustache commercial. Kamala Dunn first, please.
I thought you said answer first one in, and I said I was just going to say I've already answered that question.
Thank you, thank you. And now back to Miss Presidential-elect Kamala.
Thank you. I believe that as far as any kind of fashion statement, we think about statements when we think about fashion. And for me, the ultimate statement is my sorority pin belongs on everything. It's not only a statement of fashion, it's a statement of my belief in women, our abilities, our united capabilities, and Kamala is my name, But when Melania loses this election, I will still treat her as a sister in politics, to welcome her into my home and, cook her some of those greens I've been talking about on the internet. I don't know if you've seen the video. I talked to a Black person who's all Black. I'm only half and half Indian. And so, it's interesting because I do have two sides. People have called me two-faced, and that's unfair. It's unfair, Everyone has their issues, and my mother, who's an immigrant, came here from India to solve women's problems. She had some conflict with my Black father, and as a human being and a prosecutor, at the same time, I prosecuted, and put to jail more Black men, in the Oakland area than any other prosecutor. I was angry at my father. That's my bad. Okay. We've since healed. All right. We've come farther than that. We've healed. And now I know that my father is a Black man and doesn't represent all the Black men that I put in jail and whose lives I ruined, essentially. And I wish that they would also forgive me, but most of them cannot vote due to having felony convictions. I'm so sorry. Thank you. That's my answer.
Thank you very much. And now, Melania, you have 2 minutes to respond or to answer the question.
Are the pretty girls listening? All the pretty girls in the country need to listen to me, because when you are powerful like me, and you're pretty, and you're a girl, and you have a little mustache, but not like Don Derry's, okay? Not like Don Derry's. So in that powerful position, you as a woman have to make sure to always get up from your knees and wear some kind of belt, fashion piece, to allow you to take your thoughts away from what just happened in your marriage that you legally agreed to. But no worry, pretty girl, everything's gonna be good when he dies, okay?
Oh, thank you,
Thank
thank you.
you.
And now, pretty girl mustache, do you have an answer?
I gave my answer first.
Okay, very good. Then I would like to audit the debate. Nobody here answered the question. Audit's generally a bad word.
Oh.
Nobody answered the question. It was phrased with what fashion would be most valuable to promote peace or war, but I think America wants to know, are you going to push forward with war or are you going to push forward with peace? Please answer.
Well, as you can see, the piece I am wearing is orange, okay? And that is the exact color of Donald Trump's face and hair. Clearly, I am going to push for an agenda of peace, my fashion, okay? If you didn't recognize it earlier, I understand it's very subtle. I'm American. We're not known for our subtlety, but our politics can be subtle. We can, pull it back, turn the page, move forward instead of backward, and really think about why orange is really not for politics. It's for, your bedroom alone, and it doesn't need to involve the American public. And I feel like I've answered your question quite fully. Okay. You're debating me, not Joe Biden. Okay.
Thank you very much. And now 2 minutes for Melania, same question.
Oh, push. Yes, push. You have to push. And this season, I will push myself into the White House again, behind the pumpkin that will turn into something legit after midnight. Because after midnight, I can log into my bank account and see how much I sent to my mom in Slovenia. No one watching. So I push myself to the White House so I can buy more push-up bra, and so we push people to write about me more. Okay, I like to push.
Thank you. And now do we have a response for the pretty girl mustache in the audit of not answering the original question?
I am having nothing to do with this. Back to you.
Oh, back to the commercial, and the commercial's done. Back to your regularly scheduled debate. Next subject / question. Ladies, fashion is very important or we would not be here. How does your individual fashion reflect the state of the health of the American people? Melania?
Well, my fashion is very eco-friendly. I'm wearing green, and I like green, and I don't think too much. Too much thinking not good. It's not good for green. Green is not green for your brains, okay? So better wear green, smoke green, and live green in the donor land. Green. Green, okay?
Thank you very much. And Miss Kamala, your response?
Right, so let's unpack that for a minute, because the first thing my name is Kamala.
Yes, you are. Yes,
Sometimes it's, that time I giggled when they said, "Did you ever smoke pot?" I think it's coming back to haunt me a little bit, because sometimes I get a little rattled and remind myself of Joe Biden once in a while. Did it ever happen to you where you just, maybe it's menopause. They say you can get forgetful in menopause, and I don't know. I haven't experienced it, even though I am also old. But black don't crack. Am I right? Okay. Listen. The first thing you said, Melania, was that your fashion is egocentric, and I agree. Because
interruption, fact check. She said eco.
no one understands her. So I heard what I heard.
And I support your response.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Egocentric clothing for
ego. But continue.
Okay, you're not debating Joe Biden. You're debating me. Okay. So let's
I'm the
get that straight.
moderator.
I have nothing further, America. America, I have prosecuted people at the border. I have. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. And now the next question is, America has been torn for many years over pharmaceuticals. Are you pro or con with the fashion of pharmaceuticals in the murder of millions of Americans for decades? Whoever buzzes first can have it.
I'll let Melania handle this one first.
Okay, I'm definitely a con. We all know I'm a con. But I also like certain pharmaceutical advantage that it brings to my marriage. I think if not for pharmaceutical, my marriage wouldn't exist and I wouldn't be the first lady of pretty girls with mustaches. Yes, I wouldn't be the leader of the pretty girl with mustaches. So yes, let's keep going pharmaceutical. Let's keep going.
I wish he
I'm
would
proud
have
to pronounce pharmaceutical. I'm quite taken aback. That shock is still with me because pharmaceutical is literally pharmaceutical. 5 syllables, Melania, and I am absolutely impressed by your grasp of some of the American words you literally could not pronounce a week ago. It's like you're some kind of, Trinity from the Matrix, learning these. I made a reference that all Americans would understand, but Melania would not, because she is 100% foreign. You want a foreigner as your first lady. We've seen how that's played out in other countries. Poor Grace Kelly died in Monaco. Do I have to say anything else? Okay, America, turn the page.
I like to say yes. I like Holy Trinity. I have to pray a lot to survive in my marriage, so I like to be called Trinity. Thank you, Kamala.
And do we have a answer for that question from the Pretty Girl Mustache department? That's running for what? I'm not sure.
I have nothing to do with this show. Back to you.
Okay, then you are commercial again. And now we conclude our commercial break and back to the regularly scheduled program already happening.
Already in progress.
Progress, yes. Ladies, now we must get down to the brass tacks of fashion. The next question: how does fashion make you feel when you have to go into the situation of balancing the budget and or exploding the expectations of the budget that was previously exploded in the last 3 terms of presidency? Yes, Mom.
I'm glad you brought this up because there is a point at which we have to start talking to our young people, our students, our people in, the Board of Educations around the country. We can no longer have the ass crack of fashion that you mentioned, okay? The sagging pants, the hip hop culture is not my culture. It's not the culture of all of America. And Americans know.
Kamala, did you not prosecute more Black Americans for small amounts of crack cocaine in the midst of the hip hop era in the early 90s, which the CIA insisted that the music companies not hire R&B artists and whatnot, and unless they were gangster rap? How are you going to change that or back it?
Half of this country, okay, half of this country, and the numbers are something like 60 million people voted for Donald Trump. And I know that Donald Trump voters, okay, don't appreciate as much of the hip hop gangster rap movement. And I do. We know. I come from the flats. I come from east of the Bay, okay? I come from the East Bay. That's Oakland, for people who don't know. And if you don't know what Oakland is, let me tell you something. There's a lot of Black people in Oakland. So if I put to jail Black people, it was only some of them, There's a line that we have to draw. That I didn't put all the Black people in jail. So I find that offensive. And America knows that when you put all of the black people in jail, what is going to happen to sports? Okay, we're not going to ever do that to the sporting community. What we're going to do is take out the people that are causing the problems, the immigrants at the borders wrapping their babies in that funny material that's not okay and un-American. Get a cart, get 2 carts, get one of those carts that have for the multiple IVF babies, because we'll let you, keep your hands off my body. And don't put your laws on my body like you would. You don't do it to men. You don't ever put a law on a man's body. All right, let's turn the page. Let's go forward, America.
Thank you very much. And Miss Melania, you have 2 minutes to answer the same question.
Well, if I remember question correctly, remind me, pretty girl. Pretty girl, did you hear the question?
Melania.
Okay,
Miss
then
Melania,
I will not ask
the
pretty
question
girl.
was how is fashion important to keeping the budget balanced, or is the goal to exceed and expand, breaking the budget like the last 15 years have done?
Yes. I hear explosion. I think about fashion. I hear budget. I think about breaking budget. I think about fashion. I think about both breaking fashion, budget, and explosion. So don't blame me, okay? I break fashion, I explosion, and then I go fashion again. I explosion him so many times so I can go fashion again and again.
Could we have clarification? Is that pro or con budget?
I am very pro con.
Okay, and Miss Kamala, I must ask you as well. You made no reference of anything to do with the budget in your response. Would you like to expand on that? The question was about budget.
I'm sorry, I was a little distracted because I think about my best friend in high school, and she came home one day and told me the story that she was sad because her stepfather had been touching her in an inappropriate way. And I vowed from that day forward, I don't care if you are a Democrat or a Republican, I will never ask you that question. My question to you is, are you okay? And I want to ask America, are you okay? Are you okay today?
Okay, we have a commercial break, or is this a pretty girl political statement?
Okay, I told you I'm going to have nothing to do with what you guys are talking about. It makes no sense, and I'm completely fucking lost. But what I did want to touch base with, the game between the Steelers and the Cowboys, the 6 of 6 games that we're betting on, because it has not started as of yet, because still the weather is still fucked up. But let me give you what's been going on. As you know, yesterday, Mary Jane was 0-3. Today, I believe she's 1-1. Let me make. Yes,
0-3 is bad.
she is 1-1. So her overall record going into this last game is 1-4. Not good at all. Old man G, do you know your record?
No, I don't. Sorry.
You've won 2 games today, and in a game you didn't even bet in. Your favorite team, the Jaguars, they won by 3.
Mm-hmm.
But the Vikings and the Jets, you went with the Minnesota. They won by 6. In the Packers Rams, you went with the Rams, and they won by 5. So you won 2 today. And how did you do yesterday? You went. Whoa. Minnesota won. Arkansas. Okay, they won. Michigan lost. So yesterday you were 2-1. Today you're 2-0. So you're 4-1.
Nice.
Nice job. Let's see, Jack. Jack picked USC, lost. Tennessee lost. Michigan lost. He went with Minnesota. They won. Green Bay won, and he's got Pittsburgh. So he's 2-3. This is pretty interesting, huh?
Oh, bravo, and thank you.
I'm
That
not,
is the
I'm not
prettiest girl.
officially done. I see one person left. I'll tell you this, even though it was boring as fuck, it was about 50 times more exciting, whatever the fuck you guys were talking about. Because
We are on a break from the debate in between the female presidential elect and the former and current running first lady elect.
How long is this thing going to go on? You've already done over an hour.
I think we just need a wrap-up question because we want to put a nice little bow on it. That's the fashionable thing to do.
Where'd your other guest go? Did she? Oh, there she is.
We were on a commercial break, Don.
She
Hello,
had to page Joe
welcome
back.
May I say
Thank
this
you.
from my perspective? I think we have over there, it's very hard to deal with 3 beautiful women. Thank you, girls, for looking so nice today.
Oh, thank you. And now this concludes the commercial. Yes, you're a very pretty girl as well. And now this concludes the commercial.
Thank you.
And back to
I didn't hear Judith say anything.
Well, you and me have to go out and get all of them crazy people. Look at us pretty girls together.
I shouldn't have asked. Okay, back to you guys.
ladies, this is the first and biggest precedent of fashion in politics in the history of America. We have a final question for these two wonderful, beautiful, fashionable, powerful women. As a powerful woman, and with the future of the world, can you make your own decisions and stand on your own 2 feet, or will you fall? Question is not complete.
I apologize. I know I have 2 feet and I can stand on them, and I was.
With all the world powers and billionaires and corporations, can you stay pure to your own intentions, or will you be corrupted by these things that exist in the formerly masculine world? There's the question. Please respond. Somebody's got to buzz the table.
Okay, Kamala, go ahead. You really want it, huh?
I was hoping for the 2 feet question because I do stand on solid ground when both of my feet are under my body. And what I like to think about, I know Melania has had some aspersions on my shoe collection because it is minimal and practical. But America, are you okay with a lady who has an Imelda Marcos amount of shoes in her closet and purports to be of the people? Or are you looking for someone who grew up with a mother who was working class in the flats in the East Bay in Oakland, California, and prosecuted numerous people, sent them to jail? Or do you want to have a woman in the White House, you know, that just is out here trying to look good and get a green card from a man who could care less whether he had a legal wife or not? You know, America, let's turn the page on Donald Trump and Melania's feet. They are large and inappropriately so. She's got lots of shoes to cover them up. Give her that. But she could take those shoes and, you know, like the Fonda lady said a long time ago, you know, your boots are made for walking all the way back to Florida.
Fact check. The Fonda lady had group sex and was forced to eat cat food by a French man.
The Sinatra lady.
Yes,
the Sinatra
thank you.
lady. I've made a mistake or two. You know, I'm only human. My name is Kamala. I'm only human. You know, I'm an American just like you, and I eat food. You know, I have feet, and thank you. I stand my ground right there. Thank you, Kamala. 2024. Okay.
Thank you. That final 3 words made sense to the question given. And now, Melania.
Well, I have to say, I don't run like my friend here, but in the world where the oligarch number is growing every day. It's very important to have someone in the White House who knows how to deal with these people. So I think I'm very experienced and I know fashion. Fashion know me too. So no, not Fashion Nova. Fashion know me too. And so I will be the best person to deal with oligarchs that are growing every day, just growing.
Ladies, thank you very much. Thank you to Vanity Fair. Thank you to Harper's Bazaar. Thank you, thank you.
Oh.
Bottles of champagne, ladies. We need the debate analysis from the prettiest girl in the world with the prettiest mustache. Don Barris, debate analysis. You are live for the world to see.
It was fucking terrible. Every second it was painstaking. They still have not started the Cowboys at the Steelers. It's still raining thoughts of an electrical storm, and we're in, I think, getting close to an hour with I think the game's supposed to start at 20 after, and it's now 11 after, so we're getting close to an hour late. This is prime time fucking national TV, and they're just, I don't even know what's going on. Anyway, thanks for having me on. By the way,
Do you have any social media?
Kamala, I just want to say Kamala.
Kamala.
What is it?
Kamala.
Kamala.
Come again?
Kamala. I just want to say
Kamala.
it was nice to see you. Thank you for bringing your beauty to Judah's show. I thought it really.
Janet, Don. It's Janet.
It's okay.
Yeah, Janet, Don.
What about Mary Jane? She just orchestrated this whole thing.
I will say this about Mary Jane. I've done nothing except believe in Mary Jane as long as I've known her.
Well, she's always proven you right, as far as I've known her.
Well,
Thank you.
Okay, well, what are we doing tomorrow? Oh, wait, tomorrow's the show.
Tomorrow's the Ding Dong Show, and on the Ding Dong Show, we'll be celebrating Tennessee Ernie Tuxedo's birthday.
Oh my God, wow.
I'd like to thank Tennessee and his birthday for why I lost one of the games yesterday.
Ooh.
I apologize, Terry Green Beans. I went with the birthday boy's namesake and state of origin, and it was a bad decision. I will leave Tennessee to controlling the weather and not trying to include him and his part of the Ding Dong Show into sports thought of betting. Don, do you have any social media or anything, or do you just want to say goodbye?
I just want to try to look at this. I was never on this show.
Okay, then Old Man G, do you have any social media?
Sure, you can follow me here at Twitch at oldmang_gaming or YouTube at oldman_G. Sorry.
Thank you. Big hands for Old Man G.
Yay,
Thank you. And now, Miss Kamala.
Yes.
Do you have any social media you'd like to share?
Thank you. I am Ruby Nicholas, so RUBI Nicholas, like jolly old Saint Nicholas, NICHOLAS. You can find me on Instagram.
Yay! Thank you. And Janet?
And of course, THE Janet Roth.
And we are coming to you live from A with the Circle, resin_kitty for all your
Alien clothes.
alien fashions.
Yes.
Alien clothing for the win.
Yeah. Glow if you feel unseen. Glow in the dark.
And I am Mary Jane, Instagram, A with the Circle, THESMOKINGMARYJNE. Thank you.
Yay!
Anything else going on, Don?
Preferences?
Did he vanish, Omanji?
No, I'm not. I'm still here. I am still around.
Say something to finish it.
I like the glow in the dark stuff, but I think Judith should have had it a little bit lower.
Next time I talk to Melania, she do for you, for your pretty mustache. Okay, deal?
Thank you, Judith.
Okay, let me talk to her.